Okay, hi everybody. We have the Hierophant and the Death card that are randomly at the bottom. So you want to get rid of being a king and go to your Hierophant stage. You want to quit being your queens and go to your Hierophant stage. Don't play the game, be the game. Okay, we're going to go ahead and shuffle. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Let's see what we got, huh? The shorts, we have Mother, Love Bone, Crown of Thorns. What an awesome song. And basically what it was saying was that there's a divine golden opportunity on the way. If you deal with your inner child, if you do your shadow work, if you have patience, if you're not too sensitive. There were a lot of warnings in that little short of 60 seconds. So you want to check it out. I see Lee is on the live. I just caught her, so there you go, Lee. Hello, hello. Lot of warnings in the Crown of Thorns. So I would watch that a few times. It's only 60 seconds long. Listen to the words, read the cards, and let the spirit talk to you. And when I talk about be the game, don't play the game, that's going to be different for everybody. But basically what I'm saying is stop playing the games. Stop it, okay? And just be you. I've been saying it a lot, especially yesterday. Down the rabbit hole is the overall energy. So we want to make sure we're doing our inner work, our shadow work, anything that's triggering you. If something's triggering you, pause and figure out the root of it. As I used to always teach, I taught Lee there a lot of stuff from the program of AA. We have to get to the root cause. It's kind of like if you cut your grass and you cut all the dandelions and now you have just green grass. Well, what happens a week later? Yep, you have all the dandelions sprouting again and it's all pretty yellow, right? Then you cut the grass and it's all green again. Like my shirt, green's the color today. Green and blue, green and blue. So what does that mean? That means that we have to go to the root. In order to make them dandelions stop coming up and making them beautiful yellow flowers, if that's what you have to do, right? That's what we had to do in the old days, right? I have green cement now. But anyway, you get my point. The point is that the dandelions are going to keep coming back unless we get to the root. So just like your triggers, if something triggers you and you just say, oh well, oh well, or you get pissed off, any kind of negative emotion, mad, sad, resentful, angry, those are triggers. That means you've been triggered. Sensitivity, all of that. It's all triggers. And it's really not the other person or the other situation's fault. It's really something inside you. So that's what it means when we say shadow work, inner child, okay? And how do we deal with that stuff? Well, in Alcoholics Anonymous, we had a 12-step program. A lot of us aren't in AA no more, or we aren't an addict and we're not in a 12-step program, period. So you have to do some digging. So this is down the rabbit hole. Let's see if we can get some information on that. Shapeshifter energy has been coming up all week. If you haven't looked it up, it's telling you again to look it up and see what's up. And then under that is mechanical responses. So I'm already going to tell you a little bit about this card. Do you ever go to the store and be a robot? Well, I don't. Every person I meet, I say hi to. Everybody I see, I try to make eye contact with. If I get the download to talk to somebody, I do. Now, no, when I was going through my shadow period, I would say the last 3.5 years, no, that wasn't the case. But now I'm back to normal again, whatever normal is, right? But I'm out of that cocoon. I'm the butterfly now. So I can look everybody in the eye. I can smile. I can be happy. And no mechanical responses here. The closest you'll get to a mechanical response is please and thank you, if you even get that. Because I'm gone. I'm gone from the matrix. I'm gone from the mechanical responses. So, where are you at that stage? Okay, are you still in your cocoon where you order online and don't even go to the store? You go to the store, but you're too busy with your phone, so you don't see nobody. You go to the store and ignore everybody. You know, how do you react at the store? That's a good way to tell you how far you're coming, okay? Top of the deck is you must be loyal, brave, and true. And that is what we're talking about. If you're loyal, brave, and true, everything's going to keep falling into place. Even though in the past you might have got screwed over, I keep trying to explain to you we're on higher timelines. We're on a different assignment. It was like yesterday we were talking about survival mode, okay? Survival mode from maybe 1999 to probably 2019, let's just use that period for an example. We might have been doomsday preppers. We might have been survivalists, okay? Today, we're not on that same timeline, okay? If you still are, then you're on too low of a timeline. You can advance, okay? Because we're not on the timeline anymore of survival mode. And I can't really explain that to somebody that's still on that line, except for you're on too low of a timeline. If you're still in the prepping, the doomsday scenario, the survival mode, no, too low a timeline. And I'm not here to make you jump, but I have jumped. No more prepping. Divine masculine, okay, what do they want to tell the divine masculine? Well, they want to go back to saying loyal, brave, and true, and they want to continue telling him to go down the rabbit hole, okay? We're already out of the rabbit hole, but there's still other holes you can go into, and the divine masculine side of you needs to go down them. Okay, we have conversation with animals right now, so really pay attention to your animals if you're watching this. They have some messages for you. And we are cleaning up our karmic assignments. I am pretty much finished with mine, but you're never finished totally. Some of you still have a few to go. Karma is being played out. It's God's judgment. It's the senders getting their packages. And it's lasting pain and suffering or blessing. So what they want me to tell you about with this card is if you've been loyal, brave, and true, you're reaping some blessings right now. You may be getting stuff for free. You may be getting mission partners sent into your life. You may be finding soul tribe members. You may be getting awesome downloads because you've been loyal, brave, and true. For those of you that haven't been loyal, brave, and true, you're going through some shit. And you could probably give me a whole list of health problems, financial problems, love problems. Sorry, but that's karma being played big time right now. Karma's being played big time. Okay, and then we're going to go with because it's the book of life. And back to what I always talk about, soul contracts. Yep, we wrote our soul contract and we're getting what we sowed. It's kind of like the garden analogy again, where if you planted a bunch of roses, you're going to get beautiful roses. If you didn't plant anything, you're probably going to get weeds. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and pick a few of these from the Hierophant deck, all right? This is the Rider-Waite deck. All right. And let's see what we have to say here. Yeah. Karma's being cooked and served. So look at your life, you know. Again, in the beginning of the video, I said, where are you when you go to the store, right? Okay, I give you these examples so that you can try to look at yourself. I'm holding up the mirror to you, but are you looking in the mirror? Okay, so now we're talking about not the grocery store. Now we're talking about, what did you plant? What are you reaping? Okay, are you reaping shit after shit after shit? Or are you reaping blessing after blessing after blessing? I'm reaping lots of blessings. Okay, these cards fell out in my hand, and we're going to take the top and the bottom of this deck and see what's here. So we've got the 1, 2, 3, 4 cups, which is the one where I said he has a visions here, and he just needs to bring it and set it here. So whatever you're working on in your brain, you see his arms are crossed, so he's thinking about his project. Bring it down now. Bring it down here, okay? And then the top of the deck, you can do it because you're a magician. So what they're saying is, you may be thinking that this project is too hard, so bring in your magician power, okay? You may be thinking that you need help, ask for your mission partner to help you. You may be thinking it's impossible. Nothing is impossible for the magician. So use your magician power, okay? Now let's see what cards fell out in my hand. We've got love, the King of Cups. So maybe you're thinking about love, and maybe you're thinking, am I ever going to find my Queen of Cups? Okay, or vice versa. Well, they're saying that you have lots of options. 7 of Cups. You may be confused, but don't be, because there's many options. And as I again told somebody yesterday, someone may be in your life for a short time and be a mission partner, and then that takes you to your next step of finding your Queen of Hearts. Or the mission partner could be your Queen of Cups, okay? But you don't have to analyze it at that moment. So that's confusing you, but don't let it. Just go one day at a time, 1 hour at a time. And you see all them cups there, those 7 cups? If you were to drink out of them cups, you could only drink out of 1 cup at a time, right? Well, look at all them cups. Look what's in them. 1 at a time is the only way that he can even bring them into here. See all these cups? We got the magician, the King of Cups, and the King of Cups here, he's holding 2 of them. He's got 1 in each hand. Now, I think that's really specific, because that's telling me that the King of Cups is going to give the Queen of Cups a drink and her own cup, and he's got his own cup. I was never drawn to that before, so that's really specific. The magician has a cup sitting right on the table, and a plate with the star, which is your destiny, and the affinity sign over his head, and the red robe. And look at the roses I was talking about, and the animal. The magician's got everything. So utilize it. You've got everything. Utilize it. Okay, so you may be confused, but you have lots and lots of options. Last 2 cards, we have creativity. The Queen of Wands has the most creativity of the deck. So look at, I'm drawn to the flower in her hand, the black cat at her feet, right? Okay, so the queen and the king. So we got the king of cups and the queen of wands. So she's going to be more creative than anything, or he. They're going to help you in your creativity project. And then the last thing is the two of cups with the three of cups down, leading to disappointment if you focus on the negative. If you're going to focus on the three broken cups there that are spilt, like he is, you're going to be disappointed. But if you focus on the two cups that are standing, the two cups that are in his hand, then you're going to go forward and it's all going to work out. Okay? Those were some really cool cards. And then underneath the Four of Cups, we have the Six of Wands, which is badass success. So I think we're going to leave it there. We're going to kind of do a shorter one today because that was very self-explanatory, very easy to read, and I know it's exactly where I'm at. So check out the shorts, rewatch this one. Thank you guys for listening. I am Miss Mystic.